You see the forward air. It's the discus in front of Pit. There's no random orbs of hitboxes that might work. Like, the character operates exactly as how he looks, and because of that, you're able to control space really well. So the larger stages are going to be better suited.
Oh, it's Dark Pit. Well, picture everything we just said with a shade of black over it. So.
And also killing off the sides is a lot more viable of an option.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, I was going to say, Arhungry has been playing a lot of Zelda as of late. Now sees himself playing Snake as a character he's been picking up as of late. And Snake, another one of those characters, like, it's a whole nother layer for people to have to kind of get experience with. But the name of the game against Snake is stage control.
It's all about knowing if you can play with items on high. There's a lot to work with here because Snake can control space incredibly well between 2 grenades, C4, Nikita missile, himself.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot going on at once.
This is definitely a matchup that I don't think is very bad for the Pits either, because that neutral air is probably one of the best like comboing tools in the game.
I would agree.
It's got very little cooldown on it, has a good hitbox around it, and characters with very mediocre recoveries. Snake's recovery is a little bit better than mediocre, but it's still a very easy recovery to hit you out of. Yeah. If you play your cards right.
While I wouldn't call it mediocre, I would definitely say it's abusable, and that's always been like the glaring flaw out of Snake for all that he can offer in a match.
Ooh.
That was such a well covered. Okay, so I just want to take a moment to appreciate Arhungry's plan there. C4 to the right, grenade like ready to come out. Himself standing on top. The only way to go is out.
Yep.
Snake's not slow by any means.
That's like the world's worst float chart of all time.
It's simple enough, but it's effective. And because of that, Arhungry broke first blood.
We take those, man. So there we go. Bars able to find some respite with the electroshock arm. But Snake, a bigger body character, that's always been the game of, the name of Snake's games too. He just refuses to die. Especially when you have to kind of, like you said, fight through all the various explosions and projectiles he has to work with. It just makes for a very unfortunate combination for some characters.
Thick armor.
Big thick, man. You see those legs?
They don't quit.
That's what I'm saying.
But you brought up a really good point with the fact that Snake doesn't die. Because Snake lives and dies by the fact that he self-damages.
Oh, yeah.
It's, bar none, one of the best combo-breaking options you have in your kit is just hold a grenade. C4 yourself.
He's a masochist.
The way that he sees it is like, I'd rather live to 300 and get myself there, like, doing half the work, than I would lose a stock.
Exactly. So Bar's able to eventually take the stock, though, and finds himself on his last stock here. And we've seen Arhungry using Nikita there, a tool that has seen a pretty good change since its last iteration.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a fast missile. They have much better processing power in 2018 than they did 10 years ago.
The advancements in technology, man.
And then Nikita, obviously, still such a great chase tool. Good tech round the part of Bars right there.
Oh, no. Where's he roll? Oh, okay, so he misspaced the up tilt. All right, we're staying alive. Although, this is definitely dire straits for Barsthejourney. Sitting at 165 against Snake.
Oh, my God. And there we go. You do get the guaranteed up tilt out of down throw at 160 plus.
Yeah, you would think because Snake is much more well known for his tech chases that that's what he must do out of that, but he actually has follow-ups, whether they be up tilt, jab, there's one more, I think it's forward tilt.
Yes.
But like, yeah, you can just do that, eventually get your, because if you're just ticking on damage little by little by little, you will get them to the point where you're just killing with anything in your move.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
Snake's one of those characters where it's like, everything's a kill move eventually.
You just kind of explode, man. Like, I know there's I've used the expression, like, you're kind of in a Vietnam War trench against certain characters.
Now we're taking that to World War II.
Yeah, now we're, like, legitimately in a World War II.
This is the no man's land.
So Bar's kind of taking his time, collecting himself. And I do like that. You see too many people kind of rush into things, and we see the zoom in on both our players.
This is like, you got time. Like, you can't just sit there and ice your opponent, but you have time to think, recollect yourself, reassess the situation at hand.
And also shout-outs to the band screen in the middle of your layout right there.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, good job, Chris. If that was your idea, I guess, maybe. Not bad.
It gives us a good idea.
We'll keep you around. You see, Arhungry, you do get two bands here. We're running a slightly more conservative stage list this time around.
I think it's pretty interesting for the sake of testing because it's like you get a better idea.
Oh shoot! It's Brad Pitt time, baby.
That's the very blonde one.
That's the very. Listen, man. There's tons of pits. There's the three pits. There's regular pit. There's dark pit, and then we got Brad Pitt. So
somewhere in this world, AC Menace is looking at this VOD and just cringing ever so slightly.
She's clicking out of her monitor right now. So we see the switch to regular pit here. Again, a lot of the same stuff, but now he's going to have arrows at his disposal. Arrows are tools that have become much better in this game strictly because of the mechanic changes. You know, when your air dodges are much more committal, you can't just kind of throw them out. Arrows are obviously a really good pressure tool to utilize that.
On top of that, Dark Pit's arrows weren't going to really do anything to Arhungry while off stage. Mostly just off the fact that lots of armor on the Cypher. But with regular Pit's arrows, he's going to be finding himself in a situation where he could force Arhungry to move in certain ways just because it's unnecessary damage.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Goes for the down throw again, but good job getting attacking out of the tech chase and just completely avoiding the up smash and going to get up tilted for his pains right there. That was very unfortunate.
Up tilt is so good.
Yo, I'm saying, man. Snake's definitely been hasn't skipped a leg day in 10 years. He was waiting for this day. Arhungry able to get back, and again, that's the second time of the hitbox of the Cypher coming out, giving him some breathing room on the ledge.
Back there always looks so awkward, especially when it's like DI'd well because you just don't really go anywhere with it.
Imagine like throwing somebody, like you're throwing your baby cousin down like that, and they just go flying the way that they do. Oh, there we go, man. Cypher
Nikita Missile is just a better pit arrow. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah,
it moves as fast.
If the government made pit arrows, it would be the Nikita Missile.
It's in the instruction manual that you have to shout every time you use it.
All right, so Bars has himself in quite the hole right now. Arhungry's sitting super pretty right now with 2 stocks left.
And for very much the same reason that I brought up what would make Pit a better pick into this than Dark Pit, Arhungry has actually been controlling space incredibly well just by forcing spaces where Bars can't be. He can't stand on C4 without risking the damage. He can't occupy the same space as Nikita Missile, and there's always going to be 2 grenades on the floor.
Yeah, and Hunger's been really good at cooking his grenades to where he's just kind of giving them enough time to explode so that gives Bars even less time to react to them. Gets to trade out of grenades, though, and that's going to be super huge. If you're trading grenades with Snake, you're probably losing the game.
It's just such a test of patience for Bars at this point because he's the one trying to zone out his opponent. He's the one trying to combo, and he's constantly just taking tick damage and boots to the face as it goes. It's a sad sight to see, but very well played by Arhungry as he moves on with a solid 2-0.
The Doc Martens getting the job done as Barsthejourney is eliminated. Arhungry moving on in loser's bracket.
Sad to see for my boy, but Arhungry's still the homie.
Yeah,
still get to see him climb on.